story, we got to talk about Love is Blind, right? Yesterday, we talked about how there is a new air date or release date for the 8th season of Love is Blind. It is going to be released on February 14th. We also talked about the Ashley and Tyler separation leading towards a divorce. And now we've got another update on some fellow castmates from season 7 of Love is Blind. And they are none other than Taylor and Garrett. And this tea kind of slipped under the radar, y'all. I'm not even finished with the interview. So they appeared on a podcast. Let me shout out that podcast real quick. Okay, you guys, the podcast is called Dear Shandy. And they talked a little bit about their relation. And I'm only maybe 10 minutes in, and they already dropped a little bit of a gem that I wanted to share with you guys. And it made me so happy, especially in light of how bad Love is Blind Germany was. So basically, the two of them announced that they decided to go ahead and hyphenate their last names. And I'm so thrilled for them on that front, right? Because you always hear this where the man automatically assumes, thanks to the patriarchy, that the woman is, it's a given that the woman is going to go ahead and just change her last name, right? You've changed over ownership. Come on now. Don't keep your last name. Don't keep your identity. Like, they come in with that sort of a mentality. And that's something that we saw in Love is Blind Germany. Ilias and Alina, spoiler, sorry, y'all. But it's over. It's been over for a while. I'm sorry, y'all. But okay, we'll talk about a couple, right? Ilias and Alina. Alina is really, really attached to her last name, and she let it be known while she was dating Ilias, but he said, no, you have to change your last name. And she asked, why? What difference does it make to you if I change my last name? And he's like, well, it's just tradition in my family, right? And so it was one of those sorts of things. So it's really, really nice to see that here in Love is Blind, Taylor and Garrett, they both had that discussion. Listen, when you're an adult, right? Like, it's so different. Maybe when you're a lot younger, but when you come into a marriage and you're already a fully grown and established adult, it's a lot harder for you to just be like, okay, I'm going to go, throw away my last name or change out my last name or anything like that, right? And so you would think that more of the men would be understanding towards this, but unfortunately they're not. So anytime I see something like this, where the guy not only allows for, quote unquote, allows for the woman to hyphenate her last name, but he goes ahead and hyphenates his own last name as well, I think that is absolutely incredible. So kudos to Garrett on this. And of course, kudos to Taylor. And it's like, it's the bare minimum, right? But unfortunately, we don't even get the bare minimum like that, y'all. So what did you guys think about that? Garrett and Taylor going ahead and hyphenating their last names. I'm really happy about that. Not only the fact that she's hyphenating hers, but like that he's joining her in that. They're both doing it together, which I thought is absolutely incredible. So I'm seeing you guys are saying you're not really into Love is Blind anymore, which doesn't surprise me, because whenever I do my recaps about Love is Blind, a lot of people say, you know what? It lost the spark. That show was created for Lauren and have a great day, Hamlets. See you Monday. That show was created for Lauren and Cameron to find each other and whatnot, and anything after that is collateral. I think people say Brett and Tiffany, and I think there are other soulmate couples there too. Can I ask you guys what the other couples you guys really, really believe in are? I think Alexa and Brennan as well are in it for the long haul, and we'll stick together. And I'm really hoping that every couple that's married. Oh, by the way, I have another Love is Blind update for you guys, and it's rather sad. Do you guys remember Kwame, who goes by Kwame? Well, Kwame, what was his white name? Qualix announced that he's not doing well, y'all. He's not doing well. He got diagnosed with some sort of colitis. Is anyone familiar with that? I'm just remembering the word colitis, but I feel like there might be two words there. He got diagnosed. He lost a lot of weight. He was struggling to get a diagnosis and everything like that. He wasn't, he really just was spiraling health-wise. And so he finally got a diagnosis. And with that, he is able to take some steps to get his health in a better place as well.